Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to be looking at the McFarlane Warhammer 40,000 Tyranid Genestealer. Now this is a crazy looking creature. I really bought this figure, frankly because it was cool, and it was reasonably priced. I saw this guy at Amazon. Such a unique looking figure, I just had to grab one. So let's go and check out the packaging. As you can see at the top, ages 12 plus, McFarlane Toys, Warhammer 40,000. Here's the figure in the package. Looks like he has 2 arms removed to fit him in there. Total of 4 different arms. Also has a display stand. And this guy just looks crazy. One side of the package, here he is posed up. Tyranid Genestealer. Other side, Warhammer stuff. At the back, here's the figure posed up. Doesn't really come with any traditional accessories. And at the bottom, a bunch of credits, and there's his barcode if that helps anybody. So with no further ado, let's open it up. Alright, now that we got this figure out of the package, here it is with all his accessories laid out. He doesn't really come with any traditional accessories. He has the 2 left arms, but they're not accessories, they're only removed so we can fit in the package. Then he has the McFarlane display stand. This is pretty much exactly how this guy was posed up in the package. I popped him out, put him right down here so you guys can see what's up. Let's get this display stand out of the way. He comes with this McFarlane stand, black perfect circle, says Warhammer 40,000 at the bottom. It's got 1 peg for the peg holes on his feet. It's very thin, very basic. So the next step, it's going to be pop these arms on. As you can see, some standard looking sort of ball joint pegs here. Let's get this guy put together, and then we'll check him out in his entirety. Well, now that we got all 4 of his arms on, here's the guy complete in his entirety. He kind of looks like a xenomorph, kind of looks like a reptile, kind of looks like a bug, and he's definitely a badass looking monster. So let's take a look at him. As you can see, his face looks fantastic. He's got that tongue sticking out. I just wish he had an articulated jaw, but it's still a great bang for your buck at $20. He's got this purple stuff on top of his head, a lot of different colors, mostly white, but he's got a lot of sort of red highlights and shading in there. Red all over his mouth. The teeth look really good, really sick, although he seems to have this one tooth just chilling in the middle of nowhere up there. Eyes red with white on the inside. Very impressed with his head. Kind of looks like an uber vampire from season 7 of Buffy. The detail on the neck looks great. Got his rib cage. Giant claws on his arms. Of course, they're all red. Smaller hand down here with more fingers. A lot of detail. Looks like double jointed elbows. You can see how it looks from the back. Spine going all the way down. Tail kind of going inward. Looks a little odd there. Looks like double jointed knees as well. Just the sculpting on this guy is fantastic. You can sort of even see underneath his skin between all of his different spine plates here. Very pleased with what I'm seeing. I can find a lot of uses for this type of monstrosity in my action figure world. And I was so impressed with this guy when I got him a couple days ago. I had to get a second one while it was in stock at Amazon. I anticipate this guy to sell out quick. It's a really, really cool figure. It's a really cheap price. I think a year from now, this guy's going to be hard to get for retail, that's for sure. And just a closer look at his face or head sculpt. Looking at him right now, he reminds me of the Licker from Resident Evil. The detail's just fantastic. He's creepy, sick, demented, twisted. I love it. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at the figure, now let's check out his height. So this is what I would consider to be sort of his normal position, normal pose. When he's standing like this, sort of crouched, he's standing at about 6.4 inches tall, which is going to translate to about 16 centimeters. Now the way his knees are orchestrated, he cannot stand completely straight up and down, but if you stand him as tall as you possibly can, this position, he's standing at about 7.5 inches tall. And you also may want to stand this guy on all 4, or I guess rather all 6 legs, kind of like a beast. And if you do that, about 4 inches tall to the tallest point of his spine. Now let's check out his articulation, and he's got quite a bit. The only complaint I would have, it would be very nice if his jaw was articulated and his tongue was a little bit mobile. But for a $20 figure, this guy can do a hell of a lot. Of course, his head can rotate from side to side, can look up about that far, down about that much, can tilt his head from one side to the other, give him a good amount of personality. His shoulders, they're on a ball joint, goes up more than 90 degrees, back down, up, down, around, all that good stuff. He's got a bicep cut below that, double jointed elbows, they go in more than 90 degrees. Looks like we got a rotation there as well. Then his wrist here can rotate, and it's hinged. His next arm here, very similar, ball joint in the sort of shoulder area, up more than 90 degrees, back down, up, down, around, all that good stuff. Bicep cut, another set of double jointed elbows, going about that far. Rotation again. Then his wrist, his ball in it, rotate, and hinged. His torso here, double ball joints, can rotate around his torso, though it's a little bit tight, but it can go up about that far, down about that far, pretty impressive. Another ball joint in his waist, rotate around, down that far, and down even further with the other one. Very impressive range of motion with this guy's torso, whether rotating around or bending down. Then his sort of hips, ball joints, goes up about 90 degrees, up, down, around, rotation against the ball. Then his knees, double jointed, they can only extend about that much. They can go completely in. Then his ankle, it's got a ball in it, forward and back, rotate, you can tilt rock. Then his toes, they're a little bit articulated as well. Here are the couple of the Tyranid Genestealers out roaming around, looking for some prey. Now let's check them out, next to some other action figures, starting off with some other Warhammer figures. Now I will admit, I've actually never played Warhammer. I don't know much about Warhammer. I bought some of the figures because they were really cool, badass designs, but I don't have very many of them. Here's the Genestealer next to a Sororita's Battle Sister. This is the Platinum Chase variant. I got her because she looked pretty cool, and I really like the Platinum Chase variant figures. And here he is, next to a couple of Necron soldiers. I got both the regular and the Platinum Chase variant with a different kind of flesh on his face. And here's my entire collection of McFarlane Warhammer figures. Now some of the guys in the big sort of armored up suits, they look cool, but I don't really see a lot of use I could put them in my action figure collection. These figures here, they're all really sweet. The entire line is fantastic, and I think it's going to have a lot of longevity. I've seen a lot of characters or creatures from Warhammer that I hope to make figures for, and I think would be really cool. Here are a couple of Genestealers, next to some Resident Evil Lickers. Really just because they're crazy grotesque monsters, and the Lickers have this giant tongue, is why they remind me of each other. Also, they're both on all fours. They kind of remind me of Xenomorphs a little bit, partially because they're crazy looking creatures. I took some of these white Xenomorphs because they match the Genestealers a little better. They kind of remind me of the Neomorphs from Alien Covenant, partially because they both have white skin, and partially because the Neomorph can either stand on its hind legs or crawl on all fours, just like the Genestealer. They also kind of remind me of the recently released NECA Kenner Throwback Panther Alien, partially because they have some white on them, and partially because they can crawl on all fours or stand on their hind legs. Now let's check them out, next to some action figures from different various companies, to see how they fit in both scale and style-wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix them with. Since they're McFarlane figures, they're typically the 7-inch scale. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of the larger action figure lines I collect, and work my way smaller. And I'm going to start off by comparing them with some other McFarlane figures. Here they are, next to some other McFarlane brothers. In front of you are 5 different action figure lines, all from McFarlane Toys, all 7-inch scale, all from different various video game properties. Then, next to some more McFarlane figures. And now, next to some Jack-specific wrestling figures. And here they are, next to some DST or Diamond Select toys. Then, next to some DC Direct and DC Collectibles figures. And here they are, next to some NECA figures, then next to some Mattel wrestling figures, and now next to some Jazzwares AEW wrestling figures. And here they are, next to some Mezco 1/12 collective figures, then next to some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse figures, and here they are, next to some Mafex figures, then next to some Hasbro Marvel Legends, and here they are, next to some SH Figure Arts action figures, and finally, here they are, next to some Jazzwares Fortnite figures. So overall, these are some fantastic figures, some excellent monsters for your action figure collection. Whether you're a Warhammer fan, or just an action figure collector, these are going to be great. I can see myself using these guys for a ton of scenarios. An alien invasion, a hell beast for Spawn to fight, just so much stuff. And their scale is intended for 7-inch figures, but you could really use them for almost any scale you wanted. They can work with your smaller 6-inch stuff and your larger 7-inch stuff. They could be some oversized beasts or aliens fighting your smaller figures. Their articulation is fantastic. It'd be nice if their knees could stand upright, but they're really not supposed to be in a pose like this. The sculpt and paint job are just excellent. No issues there. Their accessories, well, frankly, they're non-existent, but I'm not really sure what these guys should even come with. Overall, I'm very pleased with these guys. If I were to rate them, I'm going to give them a very solid 8 out of 10. Some really nice figures. They look amazing. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.